Hi there, VC. It's Steve Whitty here. Wednesday morning. It's absolutely dark out there, hence why the light is on. A cup of tea to get me going for the day. I hope everyone's well. Now, this video is a response to a thread that was started by James Griffiths last week, and it's where you link 10 albums. So you start with an album, and the 10th album you show is the same album you started with, but there is a link that links a chain, so to speak, that links everything up. There's been some very good entries to this. Now, this is, from my view, when I got to this, I've been feeling pleased as punch with myself, and then counted the albums and then realised I'd only got 9. But somehow I've managed to sneak one in, and the scene, you can almost, well, yeah, you probably can guess where I've sneaked one in. Anyway, without further ado, let's start, make this a quick video. So I'm starting off with Thin Lizzy's Black Rose album, released in 1979. Now, one of the tracks on here is Get Out of Here, which was co-written with Midge Ure. Midge Ure, when he was doing this, was in the throes of playing of Ultravox and this Vienna album. One of the members of Ultravox is Billy Currie. He's the keyboard player. Around the time, just before that, he was playing with Gary Newman in the band when Gary Newman broke, and he appears on The Pledge of Principle. Where is it? Can you see? He plays the fade-out violin. Now, Gary Newman, Tubeway Army, recorded on the Beggars Banquet album label. Funny enough, so did The Cult. They recorded their Electric album on the same said label. If you can just see that there, yep. And that label got this name from the Rolling Stones album, which was released in 1968. The album, if you can just make out there, was produced by Jimmy Miller. Jimmy Miller also produced Traffic's self-titled album. Now, one of the members of Traffic is Steve Winwood. Steve Winwood was to leave Traffic after that album and play with Blind Faith. Note that this does not have the complete cover. When I brought it, somebody had the good sense to rip the front cover off it. Excuse me. Also a member of Blind Faith was Rick Gretsch. He joined, his previous band was Family, and this is their album Music from a Doll's House, in a Doll's House. This album, and I'm almost going a little bit back on myself, was co-produced by David Mason. You just make out there. Now, Dave Mason, that's the same Dave Mason that was in Traffic, and he's probably his best known track off that Traffic album was Feeling Alright, which, there you go, Joe Cocker recorded on his debut album, A Little Help from My Friend. One of the mixing engineers on said album, if I can find it, you can make out, is Tony Visconti, I think. There you can see it. You just have to show that. There you go. Mixing engineer Tony Visconti. And Tony Visconti, amongst other things, was producing Bowie and everything. He also produced Thin Lizzy's Black Rose. So there you go. That's your link. Hope that meets the criteria. It took about 4 or 5 attempts actually to get something that just matched. It's you can go off and you can find it, and then you find when you get to number 8, you're not coming back on yourself. So I'm pleased with that. I hope you like it. Now, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, just click on the subscribe button. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Love the interaction. Feel free to comment. I will get back to you, and that includes those that have commented on the last video. I will try today get to respond to those. Whatever you get up to today, VC, make sure it's a good one. I've got a feeling I've got a few videos. There's a few threads going out that I need to do at the week, and I'm also almost done, near enough done my second stage of my 100 favourite albums as well. So look at whatever you get up to, as I said today. Look after yourselves. Keep spinning. More importantly, keep smiling.